Hey everybody out here, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave comments. You can also follow me at post.news/MD1625. Follow me on Twitter. Feel free to leave comments and interact and those kind of things. Also check out my community tab. Periodically I'll throw up some stuff, maybe a poll here and there. Let everybody know if I'm going to do a live stream, etc. Right here, out here on YouTube. Feel free to interact. Leave comments below, and so on and so forth. Today I'd like to talk briefly about the recent ChatGPT and AI. I kind of like where artificial intelligence is going. Over the next probably 10 or 20 years, it's probably going to grow by leaps and bounds. It's kind of crazy to think that YouTube, Twitter, WordPress, stuff like that, 10 or 20 years ago weren't a thing. These days you got so much availability to create content, so people should, with all intents and purposes, actually, take the initiative, learn how things work, whether it be blogging, websites, online communities through PHP, WordPress blogs, or YouTube channels. And while there's a learning curve no matter what platform you use, whether it be Patreon, YouTube, websites, HTML based sites like back in the day or whatever, there's always a learning curve with new things that are rolling out over time. Now it's kind of something to think about how 20 years ago there was no AI, there was no YouTube, there was no blogs and any of that. Back when I was in high school 30 years ago, it might be 500 bits per second. Now you're looking at 10 or 12 megabits per second. And upload and download speeds. So between that and the improvement in keywords, metadata, AI, and other things, not only does this make it easier to create content, but also people should actually take the initiative to work some of that into their schedule, whether it's blogs, online communities and forums, whether using WordPress, whether using various stuff out here on YouTube, whether it be other platforms like post.news or Twitter and other social media. There's always going to be changes over probably the next 10 or 20 years, but as with any medium, especially mass media like the internet, it tends to grow over time. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about how 100 years ago TV and radio didn't exist, and now they're almost obsolete with just the tremendous amount of web-based content that's available on the internet. So when it comes to people that are too scared to get out and do stuff, they think everybody's a scammer or, doing this and that behind the scenes, if they don't take time to learn about stuff, they don't really have any way to, impartially judge anything because they don't know. I have a lot of people, family, friends, etc., you might assume stuff based on whatever nonsense they're assuming, instead of learning, from first-hand experience what it actually takes to do a YouTube channel, a PHP online community, HTML itself, JavaScript platform like WordPress, or any other online platform in general. And with the more and varied platforms and apps and stuff coming out in the last 5 and 10 years time frame, is kind of only up from here, so you never know what's going to be available, say 5 or 10 years down the road. Feel free to check out my other videos. If you like what you see, feel free to leave a comment. If you know people interested in videos, feel free to share them, whether it be on Twitter, on post.news, embed them in various WordPress blogs or HTML websites. There's lots of ways to both share and promote, as well as interact with content out here on YouTube. Watch some more videos. I usually publish quite frequently. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.